Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. Tully Burnalot here, coming to you straight from the sunny land of Portugal. Topic of today's video is Bunny Breeding Simulator 1994. Currently available on Game Jolt, made by one Fish Moose Interactive, and currently available on Game Jolt with a low price of absolutely nothing or your regional equivalent. Now, I am not one for animal husbandry. It is not something that I particularly enjoy doing, nor something that I have done in the past. Also, if my voice sounds different, it's because I'm trying out a different microphone position. The microphone is the same, and that's why it's still shitty. So, I can apparently go to credits. I can check instructions. Pretty sure those are the credit. Ah, there we go. The farm is a neutral spot in which you can host your rabbit collection. Drag and drop 2 rabbits into the lover's den in order to make them breed. There is a chance that their offspring will receive some or all of their parents' trait. Apostrophe S! Parent apostrophe S. Also, for whatever reason, my icon appears to be beneath the text. Okay, that's new. There is even a small chance that the offspring receives a random mutation. You have to remove the offspring from the room in order to make the rabbits breed again. If you want, well, at least the rabbits are, they're decent. They don't fuck in front of their kids. If you want to move one or both of the rabbits from the room, just drag and drop them on the appropriate side. When you drop 2 rabbits into the fighting pit, they will fight till one of them drops. The winner will remain in the pit either until you move it or until it gets to face another opponent. So, I assume that this is in fact an animal husbandry simulator, quotation marks, because I am seeing what appear to be. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I have been successfully stumped. There's a rabbit with some sort of greaser hairdo, 2 rabbits that have roller skates instead of paws, 1 rabbit that has chicken leg, one with a top hat. So basically, I'm assuming that this is an abstraction of the concept of animal husbandry, whereas instead of having traits such as slightly increased longevity or, I don't know, more delicious meat or whatever, you have very noticeable mutations, quotation marks. So what happens if I put 1 rabbit here and this one here, and the lover's den is apparently an actual lover den. Okay. So I'm assuming that this is... Okay, so hold on a moment. Let's go back to the farm. Let's put that there. What happens if I put 2 rabbits? Oh, I have to click the lover den. So I can do this as a sort of manufacturing plan. Okay. I'm a bit weirded out. What? But I said, I had 2 rabbits fuck. 2 rabbits that, mind you, have rollerblades or roller skates instead of front paws. And the result was this. What appears to be some sort of train engine with one set of rabbit legs, 1 set of rollerblades, and instead of ears, it has what appear to be those things either antennas or those things you use to shake, like when you're trying to bake cakes. I don't know what you call those. Let's go to the fighting pit. Oh my god, why? Why do I have a fighting pit? What happens in a fighting pit? Okay, take the abomination. What happens here? Oh! Oh no! Not the bunnies! Well, at least it's bloodless. And at least he killed the fucking freak of nature. The fuck is that? Are those like spots? I assume those are spots. You know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try and breed. Okay, I'm going to try and breed some normal rabbits. Alright? That's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try and breed a couple of normal rabbits. What the fuck? Why did I breed? Oh, fuck me. Put that there. Lover's Den, put that there. Why did I breed a fat rabbit with a rivet for a midriff and a scorpion tail? Oh my god, what is this? What the fuck is this? I don't understand this game. Also, I apparently only have room for 5 bunnies in my farm. And apparently this is a very vicious little rabbit, because despite being the smallest, he's been surviving for quite some time. Is he going to survive now? Yes, he is. Alright, so I'm going to try and breed a couple of normal rabbits. And for that matter, I'm going to have to breed this one and this one. Because they have... Honestly, the weirdest thing is they happen to have like a hairdo. Oh, what? What? No, no! You're a horrible mutation! Die in a fire! Oh my god, what is wrong with you? It's like, I'm kinda... So basically, I'm just kinda like throwing all the abominations into the fighting pit as soon as they're born. Because apparently I cannot breed a couple of rabbits that happen to be normal. I have to breed horrible mutations. Why do they have roller skates for legs? Why do they sometimes turn mechanical or into a fucking engine? Why do they have like lizard tails and snake tails and shit? Oh my god, a normal rabbit. Thank you. Okay, put that guy in the fighting pit. I have 2 identical rabbits. There we go. I know you are the son of the person you're fucking, but you know what? You know what they say? Incest is wincest. Alright, let's put that there. Incest is wincest. I'm gonna have to breed a group of rabbits that just happen to have top hats. And this one appears to have some sort of antennae or egg shakers instead of ears. Oh my god, this game is weird as shit. Am I high? I feel... What the f... Ah! I need water. Not even gonna say a thing. I need water. I have nothing else to say about this game. I had this rabbit right here, engage in coitus with their son/grandson, because not only is this guy's son, but it is the offspring of this guy and another of this guy's son. So this guy is a son-grandson. And now, their only identifiable characteristic, or mutation in this case, is that they have a top hat, which is cute. I mean, look at this shit. They're adorable. But then they fucked, and the offspring did in fact have a top hat. Oh, instead of a cottontail, they have what appeared to be a peacock tail, or a set of peacock tails, rollerblades and wheels for feet. I have nothing else to say about this game, really. I think it's all. I think it's fairly self-explanatory. The noises they make are weird. I want to see if I can get five bunnies that have nothing but top hats. What the fuck is this? Is that like a fucking stone wheel? A riveted metallic midriff And chicken, no, you're going into the fighting pit. And of course, there are a few ethical dilemmas that are not being addressed in this game. Namely, the fact that your lover's den appears to be an actual den with beds and laces and fucking candles and shit. And instead of, oh, I don't know, gently euthanizing your bunnies or selling them for meat when they turn out to be horrifying monstrosities that spit in the face of common sense and decency, you throw them into a pit where they fight to the death with the other rabbits. I'm pretty sure this counts as blood sport, and I'm pretty sure that blood sport is illegal in many countries. I'm not sure if it has to be for money to be blood sport. It probably has to be for money if it has to be blood sport. What? I created a no fighting pit. You're gonna die. I'm sorry. You're not allowed to exist. You're not allowed to exist. I'm sorry. I mean, this is just wow. Okay. So I have my objective here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bunnies whose entire whose sole defining characteristic is the fact that they have a top hat. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to breed them for size. Come on. Fighting pit. Fighting pit. Breed them for size. I want to see if I can get them. Because again, this game does as it advertises. It sees what characteristics a bunny has, and then passes it on to their descendants. And keep in mind, incest aside, it does a kind of good job in an abstract, very in-your-face little thing. Because, in case you haven't noticed, I think you've noticed so far, a lot of the offspring of my pairings here, most of the offspring has had their defining characteristic, i.e. a top hat. However, sometimes they also come packaged with, different individual mutations, such as these. And that's as silly and stupid and at times very disturbing as it looks. On an abstract level, this is kind of how it works in animal husbandry. You get a bunch of animals together, you have them, have babies, then you'll identify the babies which have the characteristics that you want, and then you keep breeding that line. That's how it works. Until eventually you get exactly what you want out of a particular baby, a particular gene line. Essentially, you need to just breed a particular couple of rabbits until eventually you get the traits that you want, and then you keep enforcing that. You keep artificially selecting that trait until eventually it becomes dominant in the gene line. And of course, sometimes you just kind of have to handle unexpected stuff. See, in real life, you don't get stuff like this. In real life, maybe you just get a slightly more incestuous rabbit. Maybe you get a rabbit that doesn't live as long. A rabbit that's more prone to disease. And you kind of have to, handle that. Though I'm pretty sure that in real life, you don't throw these bunnies into a fucking pit covered in blood with spears and have them fight to the death. Even though, considering the type of bunnies that I've been breeding, that might just be a nicety I do to them. These bunnies cannot possibly have any quality of life. And honestly, I kind of see what this game is trying to do. There are, in fact, different traits that you can select. As you can see here. I put a farm there. There are different traits that you can select. Not just in the apparel they have, but also their size. Okay, hold on. Okay, this one is slightly. Also, I think what I like here is that I think you can sort of like match it up. Like notice here, like you can see they're slightly bigger, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw them into the fighting pit. I'm gonna put this one here because this one is still bigger than that one. There we go. That one is still bigger than that one. So not only do you have the apparel that they have, but also stuff like their size. So you want to be able to breed specific sizes, and you should be able to. And hopefully I will be able to. And I can honestly see what this game is trying to do. Except instead of, any kind of, no, into the pit with you. It kind of is animal husbandry. You're trying to find traits that you want to accentuate in the gene line, and then you're trying to breed bunnies with those traits. And this is far faster than real life, I can tell you that much. Bunnies fuck, but they don't fuck that much. And really, this is essentially a baby factory. Let's just assume that oh no, thank you. A horrifying, monstrosity-laden, abomination-filled, spitting on nature baby factory, but a baby factory nonetheless. And as a concept, I kind of have to say I like it. I know, weird, right? Especially because I spent like 30 seconds just going, what? But as a concept, I can say that I like it. I can. This one is not nearly as big. And it is sort of a clinical approach to the whole thing. You try, as you saw here, you can pick up the bunnies, you can see if they're bigger or if they're smaller. You can, of course, detect whether or not they have traits that you want. I'm assuming that if you wanted to, you could breed bunnies until you got yourselves a bunny that had like a microwave body, as you saw. And then you could just try to breed that bunny with other bunnies until eventually you had an entire farm filled with microwave bunnies, such as this one. It just requires time, effort, and a lot of patience, much like real-life animal husbandry. So really, if you consider all these weird mutations to just be manifestations of stuff like, oh, I don't know, lives longer or tastes better, on an abstract level, this does in fact exemplify what animal husbandry is. In a weird, very weird way, this kind of gives you some insight into the whole thing. I mean, as you saw before, I managed to successfully breed a farm full of bunnies whose entire characteristic was having a top hat. Now, I just want to see if I can breed size, because I have this really big one here and this really big one here. This one's bigger than that one, and I want to see if I can breed a bunch of, bigger ones that only have top hats. And of course, the difference here between the real, apart from the mutations, is the fact that, well, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this one's slightly bigger. This one can go into the fighting pit. See, this is what I'm talking about. I managed to breed myself one that was slightly bigger. And because of that, I can probably go ahead and try to breed this couple until eventually I get offspring that are just as big or even bigger. Because again, as you see, even when they have these weird mutations on the side, they still almost always, if not always, have the little top hat. So yeah, the genes are being passed on, but they're mutating in the process, probably due to all the incest. You know what I'm talking about? Such as this. I'm pretty sure this one is, yeah, this one is actually, assuming this actually might be a tad bigger. Actually, no, this might be the same size. It's just longer, right? It's just a bit longer, I think. Not bigger, longer. So yeah, put that there. Probably due to all the incest, But really, if you want to have some really weird fun, because I'm having some really weird fun, it's the sort of fun that they have no idea why you're having. You're kind of just appreciating the entire experience without really... There we go! This one's even bigger. There we go. This one's even bigger than the last one. See? Hopefully now I can breed even bigger bunnies. Okay, hold on. So this one is this size. This one is this size. So this is bigger, so I don't need this one. Because again, see, eventually I got what I wanted, which was a bunny that only had a top hat and was bigger than the last one. So hopefully now I can breed a bunch of bunnies that are, bigger and also still have top hats. But yeah, this is kind of like, I'm having fun. I don't know why. By all intents and purposes, I should not be having fun with this. Hold on. You know what? I'll just breed bunnies of this size and then just end the video. Because I'm having fun with this. I am. It's like a weird there we go. It's a baby factory now. It's like a weird mini game. Hold on, let me just check something. So, same size, and this one is slightly bigger. So I'll do that, thank you. I'm having some fun in a weird-ass sense. It's kind of like this weird minigame, because it is basically a minigame. I'm assuming that with enough time and patience, again, much like in real-life animal husbandry, you get to breed bunnies with your particular desired characteristics, while killing off the ones you don't like in this really unethical and awful, awful fighting pit. Even ones that do have the characteristics that you like, but like this one, are the runt of the litter. And of course, like good little bunnies, these ones just keep fucking. Hold on. Too small. Into the fighting pit. Come on. Give me big ones. There we go. Come on. Come on. I have a pig's tail. No, thank you. Again, there's not much else I can say about this game. I know that whenever I say that, I end up talking a hell of a lot more. Not big enough. But there's really not much else I can say about this game. It does exactly what it wants to do. It's a game where you have bunnies that have individual characteristics, and you can breed bunnies to, have them pass on that characteristic or characteristics to their offspring. I just decided that I wanted some normal bunnies that only had top hats, but if you wanted to, you could have bunnies that had microwave bodies and snail shells for tails. Or they had, like, toy train engines for bodies and antennae for, like, egg beaters. Egg beater, that's about egg beater. Yeah, that's the one. That's the name, egg beater. You could probably breed a full line of bunnies that had machine engines for bodies and egg beaters for ears. I mean, it's weird. I'm not saying it's not weird. It's weird as shit. It's weird as fuck. But on a conceptual level, it kind of is exactly what animal husbandry is. On an abstract conceptual level, that's what it is. The actual execution is unique. Let's go with that. It's unique at best, eccentric at worst, and downright weird at most of the times. Such as this one. I think I just bred a jackalope, or at least half a jackalope. Oh god. And that's pretty much it. The music just kind of drones on in the background. It's not exactly what you would call it inspired. But then again, it's a free game on Game Jolt. I'm not going to go and complain about the music. And then again, if you want the soundtrack, I believe it's fully available. I'm not even kidding. The soundtrack, I think there's actually 3 tracks, if I noticed correctly. Because it was right next to the download button. I couldn't help but notice. Ah, so close, but you have a snake tail. Sorry. Into the fighting pit. I think I noticed. I think there were like 2 or 3 tracks or something. So if you want to have the soundtrack, you can. Yes, if you go to Game Jolt, you too can get the soundtrack for Bunny Breeding Simulator 1994. I have no idea why it's 1994. Pretty sure this wasn't made in 1994, considering it was on Unity. Since it was, I'm pretty sure that Unity did not exist in 1994. There we go. Just one more bunny with a top hat and big enough, and we can consider ourselves done for today. There we go. See? Fantastic. I have now 5 bunnies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bunnies, whose only characteristic is that they have top hats and they are a fairly big size. I mean, look at it. It's amazing. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait until they make another bunny here, just in case I need to have a backup. These guys must be tired. Like, immensely tired. They've been fucking non-stop for the past, like, 10 minutes. And I'm pretty sure that the guy on the left, the guy on the right, is still related to the guy on the left. There we go. So now I have 2 bunnies with top hats, who just made 1 bunny with a top hat, and I have 5 bunnies with top hats of great size. And if you wanted to, you could probably create your entire farm of bunnies with microwave bodies, or egg beaters for ears, or snakes for tails. So if you want to have your own self-imposed challenge and have yourself a farm full of mutant abominations of bunnies, this game is for you. Bunny Breeding Simulator, currently 1984, currently available on Game Jolt for low price of absolutely nothing. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys and gals had a great time. As always, I'm open to suggestions in the comment section down below. And until next week, this is Tully Burnalot signing off. Goodbye.